here with HK star, young gun, eighth placed finalist, whatever you want to say, Antonio Ruiz.
How you doing? Nice to be here.
Yeah, nice to be here too. Okay, so what was your favorite insult and or compliment Gordon Ramsay said to you, if you can remember any?
Insult, I think, was the baby thing that stuck with me for a while because I just was like, I played sports a lot and I've always been in basketball, football, all that good stuff, and so you kind of get in this like whole like, come on, baby, let's go, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, and so when that whole thing happened in the back, where I was like, where's it? I was like, right here, baby, and that was like, boom, like get you some diapers or whatever. That one stuck with me. As far as the insult goes, but compliment, I think one of the better ones I got was it was where I got eliminated, and he was telling me that I like, being a 23-year-old at the point and cooking like a 35-year-old, and just having that like passion and drive and stuff. That was cool, especially from somebody who knows what they're talking about. Kind of gave me a good. It sucked that I got eliminated, but it was definitely a good, good sending gift, I guess.
Yeah. In HK, there's a lot of moments that don't get televised. Was there a moment that you wish would have been televised?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like, I think there's like that moment between me and Sam when everything happened, when Sam got eliminated. There's a lot more to that story. I wish there would have been more to that than what got played on TV, because it made me seem a little bit different than what I am. But it's TV. That's the way things go when it comes to Hollywood and things like that. So unfortunately, that's what happened. But I think as eventually contracts expire, things happen where things that I can't say now, but eventually I'll be able to have like an ask me anything, those kind of things, and that will be, I can talk a little bit more about that. But like I said, it's always TV. There's always a narrative that has to get played for whatever it would be. But take it with a grain of salt. There's always more to it. Definitely.
I totally agree on that. So probably the most famous incident was the chicken incident on.
Oh yeah.
What was that all about?
Yeah, good old Chicken Gate. Yeah. I think that happened purely because there were certain people that I'm not gonna say, but I mean, you watch the show. Certain people didn't want to take responsibilities for the things that happened, and instead of just being like, hey, it was me, I messed up, it was more like, nah, he messed up, he messed up, he messed up, nah, he messed up. Well, I messed up, but he messed up because he messed up that I messed up. And it just became this whole freaking train of like dominoes and then eventually the whole team stepped up there for elimination. So yeah, Chicken Gate was interesting. But yeah, I mean, that stems just from, sometimes it's cooking. We all mess up. And when we mess up, you just gotta own it and go from there. Yeah. And if you don't, then you drag your whole team down with you, and that showed that very easily.
Yeah. Once you come to Canada, there won't be an instant when you make me a delicious sirloin.
Oh, I'm with it. Yeah, let's go to Canada. I used to actually go to Canada a lot when I was younger, because my mom lives in Great Falls, Montana, so that's like an hour and a half away from Lethbridge. So I used to go to like Calgary, all that good stuff in Alberta and stuff. Nice. I love Canada, so I'd definitely be down to go up there for sure.
Nice. I'm going to take a little break from the HK business. How did you get your Texas Bistro job?
So Texas Bistro happened. The owner of Texas Bistro was my old executive chef at River House. So I was working at the River House in Green, Texas when I got casted for the show. Before that was like 2 or 3 years before I got casted for the show, though. Colin was the chef there. I came in as a sous chef. We had a really good working relationship. Colin decided that he wanted to go and open his own restaurant, which was Texas Bistro, and he left me the helm of River House. And I stayed there as chef at River House until COVID happened. COVID happened, and Colin, much like everybody else in the restaurant industry, was kind of trying to figure out new ways of doing things. And so Colin hired me and another chef that were really close, almost like it is like a family affair type thing. And we just try to keep everybody real close. Bistro's very close to my house and stuff. So we all lived real close to the bistro, and we all just wanted to be in a place where we felt safe from, what could possibly happen. We didn't really know what was going to happen with COVID and everything like that. So we just really wanted to kind of come together and have a safe spot and make good food and, put out things that, more minds together could do. And we did. And it ended up being a really beautiful thing. I mean, we did some crazy stuff and we still are. It's still, I mean, I don't work there anymore. Actually, I'm done. I moved on from there. I'm the culinary director of Dukeman Vineyards now. So I'm working for a winery, but that time at Bistro for the last couple of years has been amazing. So it's been awesome.
I'm glad. So on average, how many times do you hear the word bounce back?
I would say a lot more than I used to. I think on average, probably at least, I don't know, maybe 5-10 times a day, but not necessarily directed towards me, just in general. Like, it's kind of, I guess it caught on with a lot of people from bounce back, but it's funny because I wear the shirt, I wear my bounce back shirt, and I wear that just in, to cook in or whatever. And people will see me in the grocery store like, oh, you're bounce back, bounce back. I'm like, yes, yeah.
What was your go-to meal at TB?
My go-to meal?
Yeah, your go-to meal at Texas Bistro.
Oh, so my favorite thing that I did with Bistro, we did like a black garlic braised short rib, and that went on top of a lemon garlic parmesan risotto with a basically a demi-glace, but we did like a brandy black peppercorn demi-glace that went on top of it, and it was phenomenal. That's probably, I mean, easily one of my favorite dishes that I've been proud to do. I mean, short ribs are one of those things, like I feel like with anything that takes time, they definitely I kind of keep that as my favorite food, so to speak. Anything that you have to take a couple hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and really put love into. So those short ribs is like they're all day affair, and so you gotta, from cutting them to making sure they're perfect, to making sure the sear is right, to making sure the braise is right. It's this whole complex process, but it comes up to bringing this beautiful thing. And so that's definitely one of my favorite things from Bistro.
All right. Okay. I normally don't do this, but do you want to ask me anything?
Yeah. Okay. So how did you get into doing podcasts and things like that?
Well, I like talking to people, of course, and that helped me make my YouTube series. I'm not into podcasts that much because I've been a YouTuber all my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more of a YouTube thing. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool. So YouTube's and do you think that within like the whole YouTube spectrum, do you think that there's so many like different lanes that you should be able to, like, I don't know, I've always myself, I've been thinking about kind of getting into a YouTube thing. Do you think it's possible for anybody to do like YouTube?
Well, if you need me, you can give me a call and I can help you with YouTube stuff.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
I've been interested in it. I've been trying to think about, I've been doing reels and stuff on Instagram, trying to get some like cooking stuff, but I had a partnership with Manna, which is like a cooking app that we did on just different little videos and things like that for. And I kind of was, I really liked having that kind of, it's a fun little outlet. So I wanted to kind of do that too. And, really ask people what they want. I think it's kind of interesting to see with people, no one ever really asks y'all what you want for recipes, but all chefs are just kind of like, yeah, this is my favorite recipe. So y'all can go ahead and dig it. Like, I'd rather hear what y'all had to say about recipes and see what y'all really think about it,
This conversation is making me hungry.
Yeah, me too. I mean, yeah, I'm hungry for lunch. It's gonna be, I'm definitely waiting for lunch.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say before I end the thing?
No, just thank you for having me. And I'm glad that we got to talk, and it's always a good experience talking to anybody.
My pleasure.